I'm Joe Paiva, and I'm here with the New Mexico State University team that participated in the 2017 student competition at the NSPS conference in March. And I'm here with the team leader, and he's going to help me understand who all is on the team, and then we'll talk a little bit about the project. So introduce yourself, please.
I'm Garrett Smelker.
And how many people on your team?
We have 5 people on our team. We have 2 seniors and 3 underclassmen.
And how did you get to become the leader?
Just by luck. They voted on it and they chose me to do it. I'm the president of the chapter, so kind of worked out all together.
Okay, so you went out to get coffee or something and they made you leader?
Exactly.
So let's find out who else is on the team.
Hi, my name is Felice Vigil Mora.
And Felice, what was your responsibility on this project?
I helped the equipment. I mean, everybody was a team player in this one, so I helped the equipment, get everything set up, just team player.
Okay, very good. And who do we have here?
Hi, I'm Laura Harden.
And what did you do on this project?
I took the field notes on the leg up the traverse, and on the way back down, I helped monitor one of the Invar rods because it was slightly windy that day.
So was this the electronic note-taking that you were doing?
No, I was not taking electronic. I was handwriting it in the book.
Okay, so any of the problems that happen are not your fault?
Not with the electronic one.
And who do we have here?
Alberto Guerrero.
And Adalberto, tell us what you did.
I was the one that brought the coffee to Garrett.
Okay, very good. And tell me a little bit more about what else you did.
Okay, well, pretty much what me and Garrett we were the crew chief of the little team here, and we were just overseeing that everybody else was, doing the level loop the right way.
And last but not the least team member.
Hi, I'm Julian Heckman.
And what did you do?
We were doing the crew stuff, so we did a lot of the leveling, me, Garrett, and Berto over here.
So New Mexico is a rather large state. What part do you come from?
I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
And how about you, Adalberto?
I'm actually from El Paso, Texas, so I travel to Las Cruces every day to school.
So you're one of those border crossing people.
I'm from Las Cruces.
Oh, really? Interesting. And Felice?
I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay, and you?
I'm also from Las Cruces.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your project. Maybe we can break it up a little bit, but what was the objective here?
We needed to explore high precision vertical control, and we have a first order control network on campus, but the east side of campus only had GPS measurements, so we decided we would extend the network.
Okay, so this was a network densification project.
Yes, sir. In 2010, some seniors did a senior project, and they ran a couple loops that were about 3 miles all the way to campus. And so we just took and built on top of their work and extended it.
So I've only seen 3 of the team presentations so far, but it seems like you were the only team so far using those Invar rods that we all hear about, but that most of us never get to see, leave alone touch. So what was that like to know that you were doing something that very few people have done, Felice?
It was nerve-wracking. I mean, these upperclassmen definitely helped us out. I have only used them a few times, so that was awesome just to get to even use them.
Did you do any research to see how people used to use those? Did you read any ancient books on the use of Invar leveling rods?
I did not know personally, but like I said, these upperclassmen definitely did help a lot with that, and they, gave us the ins and out of everything.
So, Laura, since you were doing the field notes, were you using any special format for the leveling, or were you using what everybody who takes surveying learns to do for leveling?
Apparently, I wasn't doing it the same way most people do it, but I do believe in the end that my sort of ingenious, weird little way of recording all of the data, Garrett was able to interpret for the Excel spreadsheet.
So who was the person actually reading the level rod?
Garrett was actually the one reading and reading off the numbers to me, as well as the temperature and the barometric pressure.
Okay, I'll come back and ask him a tough question here in a second. So I understand that you had to check the instrument to make sure it was in working condition and going to deliver the results you hoped for. So can you tell me a little bit about what the team did in that process?
Well, Garrett is the one that actually ran that collimation error, and I was just doing what he was telling me to do, but I really don't know what the process was on that. So Garrett would be the one to answer more detail on that.
So one of the interesting things, if you are here at the competition, is that you'll discover that there were a lot of turtles in use. And many people watching this video might wonder what a turtle is. All the students so far who have presented at this conference seem to really understand what turtles are, but I'm going to have Julian tell us what a turtle is.
So basically, we want to prevent settling from the rod. So we have a one point with a rounded edge, and that prevents the air from the ground.
So that's the turtle. It's basically a big hunk of metal.
Yeah, you had to lug it around. It was pretty tough for our experiment. We went about 1.5 miles, so carrying that thing around was definitely hard.
So if I can go back to Garrett and ask one final question, and that is, were you doing what's called 3-wire leveling?
We were not. The end of our rods have a barcode on them, so it's all digital. As long as we stay within the distance, it'll read it. It records it. It's supposed to record it, and it's all digital. It takes the human error out of it.
So you could be half blind and still do this?
Yeah, I am.
Very good. Well, we don't know what the results are because we are only on our morning break, but all the best to you and your team, and thanks for doing this interview.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.